Hello guys, welcome to my first tutorial in Photoshop CS6. Now today we're going to be taking Wayne Rooney. It's quite an old photo because it's when he looked like this with all the freckles and marks on his face and stuff like that. And we're going to be making him look a little bit more like this. Now this is perfect if you work in magazines and other things, or if you just want to Photoshop away some spots on your photos or something like that. So yeah, let's get started. You want to start by zooming right in to a little bit further out than that, about there, and moving it up to where the main area are, and you want to press Ctrl J, and this will duplicate the layer. So in the side here we've got original and then original copy. This is because you never want to work on the original, because if you make a mistake then you can just say okay, scrap that layer and start again. So yeah, that's a very useful hotkey to remember. If you do forget, you can go to layer, duplicate layer, and it's there as well. So you want to go over and you want to come just below the little eyedropper, and there's a spot healing brush tool. You want to take this and go to any spot and just click, and it'll use the area around it to change the colour of the spot to the surrounding colour. Now it doesn't work every time, as you'll find out there, and closer to the hair it does bring in some of the hair around it. So you just want to be really careful. If it doesn't work, use a smaller, finer brush by coming to the top here and changing the size down. And even for these little ones, if you don't want the rest of the area to be changed, just go in and do that. It also works really well near the eyes for lines with a smaller brush, but that can be done with a bigger brush, as I'm going to show you in a second. So we're just going to take away the majority where you can just see them all, basically. Anything really not as bold can stay. You can also click and drag, but I do find that this makes lines of colour, so it's not highly recommended. But if you've got a large area which you just want to do quickly, yeah, you could do that. So here we've got the hair as well, so gonna have to use a smaller brush, but we'll do that in a second because we've got a big chunk here. And that didn't actually go too bad then. And we've just gone down an 8 from a 15, and we're just gonna take away this line because it is a hair, but it's just like an under hair, so it's not necessarily needed on the photo. So we're gonna leave this bit now and move down to the lip here where he's got some marks on his lip. So we're going to use a very small brush. We're going to use an 8, and we're going to take away the area where this mark is, and just over here, because if we use a larger brush, as I will show you, say we use an 18, then you're going to get areas of the skin as well mixed in, and we really don't want that. So we're gonna go back and go back down to a smaller brush, and we're gonna just take it out tiny bit by tiny bit. Now this will take a while, guys, so you've got to be really patient. It took me about an hour last night to get every little detail out. So yep, it's not a quick job. Sorry guys. Now you want to move up to about 16. And there's areas on the nose where there's darker and lighter colours. Just take them, and it doesn't really matter for the nose because it's all going to be changed. The skin tones and things will be changed in a while. So for the eyes, with the bags under the eyes, like here, you just want to take your spot healing tool and go right along the lines like that, and you can remove them. Simple as that. Sorry guys, I have got quite a bad cold at the minute. I think it's just about gone now actually. So you just wanna, is that right? There's a line here where it's just not going. Right, it's gone now. You've just gotta keep trying, and it's back again. Right, fuck that. So yeah, you just wanna go along on the line, and it should go. Now here we've got a problem where we've got the rest, like a part of the eye. You just wanna take the brush and just click wherever the eyes came, like out to, and it should go. If it doesn't go, you want to move down to a smaller brush. Let's say a 6 this time, and just go right around the area where it is, and eventually it will go. So that's a lot better. We're not going to do it highly detailed today. We're just going to do this for the tutorial. So I'll show you what happens sometimes if you use like an 87 as I'm using now. It just creates more in one certain area, which you can get rid of, but it makes it look patchy, if you know what I mean. So I don't really recommend using that, because yeah, it doesn't look too good really. So we're going to go back down. I recommend using maximum of a 20, but I prefer to use a 12 or 13 for the details. And we're going to just leave it here for the spots, because we're now going to move on to remaking the skin to make it lighter. Now this is pretty vital, but you'll already be able to tell that we've gone from this to this. So it's a big change already, and it's taken literally a couple of minutes. So you want to duplicate your layer again. You don't want to work on the same layer as you've just done for that. Every new tool you use, it should be on a separate layer. This just means that none of your work does just get demolished really. So you want to move down 2 tools below this on the toolbar to the clone stamp tool. The hotkey for that is S, as it says just here. It says S, so that's the hotkey for this. And you want to move up to about 25, and you just want to come on, and if you click, it says you've got to alt click to define a source point. So when holding alt, if you click to find a colour that you want the rest of the skin to look like, so if we take this colour here and we were to go over on some of the marks, then you can see that the skin colour changes wherever we click. So if we do this on all of the little details, it will make them look like a plastic man. Now this really doesn't matter, because once you've got the skin all of the same colour, or near about the same colour, then you can very easily just turn the opacity down on this layer, and you won't lose any of the details in the face really. So here we've gone over so that we've gone to where there's a mark or something on his face. Now we don't really want that, so we're just going to go back over it so that this mark isn't there anymore. And yeah, you've just got to keep on doing this, and there you go. See, if we were to do here, it would change everything to a whiter colour, and we don't really want that. We want it to be skin tone. So yeah, we're gonna just do this quickly, and we're not gonna do the whole thing because it does take quite a while. Now for hair in details, you just want to go near to the hair. If you go over the hair, it's not too much of a big deal, because in the end, if you've gone over hair, you can just use the eraser tool and go straight out and remove that area of it. This is the great thing about using different layers for different tools. It means that you can just erase an area without affecting the whole image. So here we've just gone over the hair a little bit, and yeah, it doesn't look too good with the hair covered, but we're going to turn the opacity down to about 25, and you will see that there is still some detail there. You can still see some of the marks here. That's just because we didn't remove them from this one. So if we go down to the next layer down, you'll be able to see, if you just do this, you can remove all of the little details. I think that was something on my screen there, sorry guys. So you can just go and remove all of the little spots, freckles on his face, and that won't affect the layer above it because we're working on different layers. So yeah guys, that's quite an easy way to edit somebody's face. Now if we remove this layer that we've just made the new skin colour on, you'll see that you get highlights and stuff, but you also get the hair, which has been covered a little bit. So we're going to take the eraser on something like sorry guys, on something like 17, and just go over onto the hair that you've covered with the eraser on the top layer, and just take it all off, and there you go. That's how you do it with the hair. So this is something that I did earlier. Yeah, it's turned into Blue Peter here now. And you'll see that Rooney's face has no freckles, and his skin looks brighter. It looks quite healthy actually, but it also looks a little bit like he's got makeup on. This is perfect guys for magazine shoots and magazine covers. So yep, I highly recommend using this method. It might be one of the only methods, and I'm just going to show you what this layer is on 25%. If you were to put it up to 100%, that's what it looks like in the end. So you can see where I haven't gone around right on the edges and things, and for the hair, and I've missed out a lot of the beard because this would cause a lot of issues. And we're going to drop it down to 25, and you still got the details where the light's hitting his head, still got his eyebrows like fine, still got the highlights on his nose and the shadows, and he hasn't got the bags under his eyes anymore. So if we were to totally remove this layer, we would get the darker skin, the more natural. But if you don't want it to look fully natural, you can brighten it up. And if you want him without anything happened, just remove that there, and that's his natural looking face. Now I hope you don't mind, Rooney, that I'm using your image, but it's an old photo. I've actually had this on my bedroom wall for one time when I was quite young actually. It was a couple of years ago, because this is quite an old picture. So yeah guys, if you want more tutorials, more speed art videos, and anything to do with Photoshop and Cinema 4D, subscribe now, and there will be a lot. Also go check out my gaming channel. It's Free For All Clan. There's a link in the description. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial, and I've hoped it helped. I've hoped it helped. I hope this helped. This is Ryan's Graphics. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day, and goodbye.